Okay, so looking at order of operations, we're building on order of operations, which is something that we do every year. You guys, it hasn't really changed for the last few years. There are, however, some modifications to it. So we start by looking at, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. That's pretty much the standard way that people write. PEMDAS.
Total elephants may destroy a school.
What?
You told me that.
Went to a weird place.
People eat mild ducks and salt. Mallard ducks. Not mild, mallard. Mallard ducks and salt.
So the order of operations, we always do this left to right. So we start with parentheses, then exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. I worked with a teacher 7, 8 years ago, and she wrote it like this. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Why did she write it like that? It just looks a little bit different. Emma, why did she write it like that?
Because it doesn't matter if you or
So these are lumped together and these were lumped together. The teacher I worked with found that her students were really having a trouble when it came to problems like this. 14 divided by 2 times 3. When her students solved this, they did this first. They did this first because when they saw it, they did multiplication and then division. But that's not how the order of operation works. It's multiplication and division left to right. So I should do this and then multiply. Her students were doing it backwards, so she wrote it like this to help them. That's kind of one of the features that we're moving towards, is that it's not just this, it's also this, but it's also this. The parentheses is not just parentheses, it's a grouping symbol. The grouping symbol consists of parentheses, but it's not just parentheses. Grouping symbols could also be brackets. X plus Y. And typically, when you have brackets, your brackets and parentheses are included together. So you could have something like X plus bracket Y, X plus 3, let's throw some numbers in there, plus X. So the idea is that you've got brackets outside the parentheses, so you're not dealing with the same sign a lot of times. The third way is by fraction. A fraction bar is just another grouping symbol. So what this says is that I've got X plus Y divided by Y. Now here's why that's grouped that way. X plus Y, all of this is divided by Y. I have X plus Y divided by Y. This is really saying I've got X plus Y divided by Y. It's not just Y divided by Y, it's all of this being divided. That's why this is all grouped together. All right, I got 5 examples. Here's our first one. 7 plus 3 times 5. Order of operations. Got to do my multiplication before my addition. Multiply those. 7 plus 15. Do not try to do all of this in your head. I know that there's people in this room who are saying, I can do this in my head. Make sure that you track this stuff down. It's easy in these problems, but when we're facing problems like these, it's not quite so easy. Track every single step. Your homework tonight, you'll have to track every single step. 7 plus 15 gives us 22. Our second example, 36 divided by 9 minus 3. Division and subtraction, do division first. 36 divided by 9 gives me 4. Track down the minus 3. 4 minus 3 gives me 1. Divided by parentheses 7 minus 4 plus 6. What do I do first? Parentheses 7 minus 4 gives me 3. Don't forget to track everything down with it. Don't forget to bring everything down. We can't do everything in our heads. We have to bring everything down. So 18 divided by 3 gives me 6. Add 6 to it. 12. Put some brackets in. 9 plus, parentheses 1 times 16 minus 6. So this is my problem. Haley, what should I do first? The 1 times 16?
Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, I got parentheses inside the brackets.
What
So
the brackets do?
the brackets are exactly like parentheses. All they are grouping symbols. So all of this stuff right here is grouped together, and inside this stuff grouped together is this grouped together. So this has to be done first, then I do everything outside here. So 1 and 16 gives me 16. Make sure that I track down everything else. Yeah, what's up?
So if there was a parentheses, and you would do the one that's inside first, just like the
And just like here, now my parentheses are gone, but I still have to do everything that's grouped together here first. I got 9 plus 16 minus 8. Do my addition first. Gives me 25 minus 8. These are still grouped together, 4 on the outside. 25 minus 8 gives me 17. So now what? Jared?
Do 4 times 17?
Perfect. And we're done. Last example. We were just done with that problem. Last one. This one's going to have a fraction in it. Fraction and parentheses. So all of this is being divided by 3. Order of operations, I'm going to do whatever's inside the parentheses first. 17 plus 4 gives me 21. Then I'm going to do 2 times 21, which is 42. So now it's 42 divided by 3. You could also write it like 42 divided by 3 if you wanted to do it that way. So I've got 42 divided by 3. 3 goes into 4 once. 1 times 3 is 3. 4. 3 goes into 12 4 times. 4 times 3 is 12. So my answer there is 14.